everyone, thank you for watching. This video will be about teaching you how to use the VLOOKUP function within Google Sheets. I'll be showing you how to take data from a larger dataset and simplifying it to a smaller dataset. Here we have the larger dataset of all of the candy options in a convenience store. Obviously, I'm not looking to buy all of these candies here. I just want to buy a few for movie night. Most importantly, I want to know how much it's going to cost me. On the right, I have my cart that will be able to sum the cost of these candies for me. Now I could just type in the candy into my cart and manually look up the price from the convenience store options. But this is especially tedious when you have a large data set. So I could just look over at the other chart and figure out that it's $1 and type $1 right there. And I could do that for all my options. But if I have a very large one, not going to be possible. So we're looking at using VLOOKUP to basically do this for us and make it a whole lot easier. So we're going to start in the cell that we actually want to output it to. And we're first going to type in equals into this blank cell. And we're going to type VLOOKUP. So you can see it says VLOOKUP right there. Now if I just press tab right here, it'll actually autofill it and start the function for me. I'm going to press the little question mark to kind of give us some information on the actual function. So first we have the search key, and this is the cell within your new table containing the data you are looking up. So for instance, we are actually looking up Tootsie Pops in the new table. I'm going to click Tootsie Pops, and we've got G3 because that's the actual cell that it's in. Use comma to move on to the next step in that function. This is the range in the old table that you are trying to find the data in. Now, really important that a lot of people screw up is that it is the leftmost column has to be the same category of the search key. So see that the category of the search key is candy, and it is Tootsie Pops. So I have to make sure that this leftmost column right here is also all of the candies. So I'm going to go and select all of those things, and I can put this, I can make this as long as I want. I can go all the way to E, I can go to C. Doesn't matter, but I have to make sure that whatever data I'm trying to extract out of there, I go at least that far. So I'm trying to go to price. So I need to go at least that far. If I was trying to get rating, I would go that far. We're just going to take price. Let's go all the way down to make sure we get all of that data. Something important I like to do is I like to put these dollar signs right in front of these, because that makes it so that if I were to fill it down, I don't lose. That data stays the same, and I'll explain that a little bit more later. But just for now, make sure you get that in there. The index is the column you're trying to get data from within your range that you just selected in the old table. So it starts at 1 and continues to the end, the last column in your range. So I'll explain that a little bit. I can't really see it, so I'm just going to close this really quick. So it starts at 1, so A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, and D is 4. Now, which column do we want to extract that range from? We want to extract it from D. We want to extract the data from D because we're trying to find the price. If I was trying to find color, I'd be going under C, which is 3. So we want to type in 4 because we're looking at that particular column. Then, now this is sorted. This is very important. Another big thing that a lot of people screw up with VLOOKUP. Now it's defaultly set for, I believe it's defaultly set for true. So if you do not type anything in there, it'll default as true, which you don't want. You want an exact match majority of the time. I'm going to say 99.99%. You're going to want an exact match. So you want to type in false here. The true will give an approximate match, but it needs to be sorted in ascending order. So it needs to be put A to Z or smallest to largest. And I wouldn't recommend even thinking about doing it. I just like to go exact matches. But keep in mind, if you make an exact match, that means that your search key has to exactly match your other table. And I'll explain that here in a second. So we want to type in false, enter. So it put $1. Now, if it's not an exact match, and I typed in Tootsie Pop, it's going to come back with it couldn't find Tootsie Pop because Tootsie Pop doesn't exist in this. It Tootsie Pops, that extra S is in there. So we have to go back in here, put S, and now it actually sums it because it can find it. Now let's look up a couple more things. We've got Twix, and we'll do Starbursts. Now we want to figure out these as well. But the problem is I have to type in the whole function again, and I really don't want to do that. So because we put those $signs in front of those rows and columns, it'll actually make sure that that does not, when you fill it down, they don't change. This, your search key, will change. It needs to change. This will not change because it's not associated with a column or row. It's just 4. It's not going to change. False is going to stay the same as well. So then we can just fill this down. And this has NA, obviously, because it can't find it. So we're just going to do, there's no blank cell within our range within Candy. So I'll just delete that out of there really quick for you guys. We can see our total is 450. Now that's really nice because it's auto updating. So I can type in candy corny here, and it'll auto update again. And that is how you use VLOOKUP. I hope that was pretty clear and concise for you guys. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. Try to use this sheet if you have any questions or comments, so we're all on the same page and not necessarily your sheet. But hope you guys have a good day and hope this is useful for you guys. Thank you.